Hey there, you are at the Polkadot Wyckoff technical analysis session, and we'll quickly look at both weekly and daily time frames and see what the latest price actions are telling us and whether Polkadot is ready for finally the distribution cycle. So here we're looking at a weekly chart as usual. This week we're just like 2 days and 21 hours left before the candle closes. As of now, it seems that the bulls and the bears have found an equilibrium position with this little cross over here, this red cross. And if you look at this, if I draw a line over here, it will be much clearer that we see all these candles with either their head or bottom around this particular level. So this is going to be something quite key over here. If it successfully stay around this $4 level, because if that happens, that means the consolidation is going to continue around this range. But like we said a couple of weeks before, this upward trend, as long as it continues, a decision is about to happen very soon, pretty much within September or even earlier, because we're only just 2 weeks roughly away from September, so it can happen anytime now. And in the Bollinger Band and color squeeze, the squeeze has already happened quite a while already. So it's been since June that the purple has entered the orange, and as of now the squeeze is still happening. This narrow range activity since June, it's building up momentum. So combining the Wyckoff with this squeeze, it seems that the accumulation is getting near the end, and it's getting quite a bit of strength that a price surge, I was trying to pick the word, is seems like it's going to happen quite soon. So let me switch off this one first, and if that happens, that means have we put in the, we haven't. So I just want to find out whether I have put in the distribution stages tags. So the PSY may have a chance to appear as soon as September. Reason being, there's still a bit of resistance that the price has to go through at those key levels, 4.3 and 5.2. So those first two stages, once passed, that's when the price can really fly. So if the price closes above this orange line, the likelihood of it going at a faster pace upwards is getting stronger, much like what happened in November last year. So another thing is the buying climax. So assuming it's going to retest the same or similar levels as in November, December time, as well as March, both happened last year. The 10.3 purple key level is where it is. So let me move back the tag over here. So by that time, that means that the price will go outside of the long-term playground zone. Meaning, if you really want to get in when the price gets to that level, think carefully about it. You may still make some gain, because both times the buying climaxes last year went above the purple key level, but they returned to that range within the same week. So that's the key point. And if we go to the daily, so daily chart, very busy as usual. Previously we have, let me remove this trend line, that's not relevant anymore. We have all these tags put in. So the PSY should have already happened. However, the buying climax, would this really be the buying climax, while this red candle over here that happened yesterday was the automatic reaction? That's one view. Um, Obviously, let me move it over here. It's this candlesticks actually. So the automatic rally was there. So if this period was really the PSY, and what happened 2 days ago was the buying climax, and then we have the automatic rally. Supposedly, the next stage would be the upthrust. If the price is really launching, that's the best case scenario for the boost. If it is not immediately launching, if it really accumulates for a longer period, then it may come down to the dashed line and then go up again. If that happens in the daily chart, it would mean that the price may come down for a sign of weakness and then go up again, so long as this remains above this dashed trend line. So let me try to add this to all levels. So if we go to the daily, we'll see this line as well. So that's the line that I'm talking about. So the price can still play along this wedge or this triangle over here for a while before it has to decide, when it gets to near the end of September, where it's going to head to, whether it's going to test the orange level or is it going to come down to consolidate further. The red bar yesterday, there was quite some selling force when the price touches the the red level. This red key level at 4.3. So far, for the last second test, as well as the buying climax potentially, this time it shows it's a very strong resistant line for both occasions. It's in less than 3 weeks basically. So there may be still some work for the boost, or maybe it was then that the whoever that's trying to build up the boost towards the new distribution cycle in the weekly time frame, they have gathered sufficient bullets through the past week or so. They gathered sufficient stock from the weaker hands to you can basically treat those as rocket fuel in order for a bigger launch. So here, I think just one thing we need to do to check finally. The squeeze hasn't happened yet, but the lines are getting pretty close. It's just waiting for the bottom to come by. So if the price really trade within a narrow range over the next few days, the squeeze will form. And when the squeeze forms, much like what happened in the beginning of July, the price will eventually have big moves. So maybe sometime between now and next session, the squeeze will complete, and then we'll be able to see whether it's the best case scenario for the boost happens, that we see an upthrust in the daily, as well as the price going up to challenge the sign of strength level that was set back in May. So that means it will go above the red and then challenge the orange over here. So obviously, after challenging the orange, it may retreat a little before it challenges the lines or the levels above. In the daily, that means after the upthrust, it may return to a level to consolidate further for the boost. That's one way it can happen. Or if it doesn't, if it happens in a way that it defines an upthrust and with just mild retracement, and then it quickly goes up, that means in the daily that will be a very high upthrust of the distribution if that happens immediately after the upthrust. So that's the picture for Polkadot. Finger crossed for whoever has been waited this long since, how long? The preliminary support was back in January. So till now, it's already 200 days. So if you have been waiting for 200 days for Polkadot to show the next buying climax, I wish you good luck. It seems like the build-up has formed and it's just a matter of time for that to happen. Thanks for joining me.